Inventing is still recognized as the default get-rich-quick method out there. And yes, it is alive and well. However, don't be fooled. Inventing isn't really about inventing the vehicle, the telephone, or the goofy Segway. The core activity of inventors is just taking something and improving or modifying it. Take something old and stale and make it better. Take an underexposed product, make it your own, and reintroduce it to the world. Take something unconventional and make it conventional. On TV, I watched a successful entrepreneur interview in which the inventor simply repackaged vodka from boring old clear bottles to colorful bottles with razzle-dazzle. In fact, for my birthday I received a skull-shaped bottle of vodka. Vodka has been around for centuries, yet an entrepreneur took a stale product and added an element of uniqueness and differentiation. Sometimes it's that simple. My favorite example is the Snuggie, an oversized mass-marketed blanket with arms. The product concept has been around for years, but they took the concept, repackaged it, remarketed it, and wham, 40 million sold later, they had a blockbuster. Innovation is a dual-challenge process: manufacture and distribution. Inventing a product that solves a need is half the battle. The other half is getting your invention into the hands of millions, which involves a variety of distribution channels. Infomercial, sell via mass media; retail, sell to distributors and wholesalers; and direct marketing, sell via print media, postal mail, internet. For example, when I wrote this book, I was the means of manufacture. I wrote it, put it together, edited it, and had it physically published. I manufactured it. I engaged in innovation. However, like all innovation roads, manufacture is one tiny battle in a larger war. Distribution is where the war is won. A great product is worthless if it doesn't get into the hands of people, and that requires distribution. For my book, I will need to leverage Amazon, a distribution system, book distributors, wholesalers, and the internet, another distribution system, if I am to succeed. Yes, your product invention can be something you invent yet is manufactured in China, or an ebook you write in a weekend. Innovation, from books to products, is FastLane. Have you ever wondered why people sell get-rich-quick books, and yet the content is just regurgitated blather from 30 prior books? The authors know that authoring is a potent FastLane. The challenge of any authoring FastLane is never the book or the words themselves. Some of the greatest books in the world go unread, while the mediocre stuff c'est le million. The difference lies in marketing, public relations, and just good old-fashioned business know-how. Writing a book is not a business, selling the book is. If I'm obsessively intent on selling this book to millions, I have to manufacture, then distribute. I have to sell, market, promote, appear, speak, interview, and write. I have to invest in the business of distribution. To leverage the FastLane wealth equation and get near the law of effect I have to strap on my commitment helmet and get this product out in front of millions. Potent FastLane number 3, intentional iteration 2. The final FastLane interstate is intentional iteration 2. Iteration is the means or act of repeating a process, usually with the aim of approaching a desired goal or target or result. Intentional iteration is a potent FastLane, but it offers the greatest challenge because it really doesn't satisfy all 5 commandments, but 4. The process of intentional iteration is the act of satisfying the final commandment, scale. Scale is achieved either through human resource systems or repeated successes. For example, when a real estate investor buys a single-family home at a bank auction and later rents it out, there is no scale, and with that one act, nothing can create scale. The investor has little wiggle room in his FastLane wealth equation. Net income is derived from rent and asset value is derived by the home's market value. To solve that challenge, the investor engages in 2 and repeats the process. Instead of buying 1 home, he buys 50. Yes, easier said than done, and it can be incredibly slow. In effect, the investor has chosen to play on a field of singles. And to hit the home run, 2 needs to become the strategy. Iteration is a profitable Singles-based business scale to home runs. Franchising is another example of two. If you build a small store with the goal of intentional iteration, your goal isn't one store, but hundreds, perhaps thousands, through the act of chaining or franchising. The intentional iterator goes into business to cookie-cut his system across many successes. A small store often starts out as a violation of 4 commandments, but can quickly transfigure into a full-fledged FastLane venture with iteration. The FastLane franchising premise is to build a local business defined by systematic processes, then franchise the concept nationally or worldwide. The iterator's goal is to replicate and sell a concept, a brand, and a system and remove himself from operations. While your little deli might not be particularly FastLane, it could be turned FastLane by the process of 2 through franchise or chaining replication. A popular thread at my forum is titled, "Is a candy kiosk FastLane?" A forum user wanted to know if having automated candy kiosks in the mall constitutes a FastLane plan. As a standalone, no. But with 2? FastLane baby. 1 kiosk in 1 mall isn't going to make you rich because it's a singles-based business. However, 200 kiosks in 50 malls might, because it creates net income, scales asset value, and makes a bigger impact of magnitude. Intentional iteration is the FastLaner's response to limited scale. Chapter summary: FastLane distinctions. At the best, FastLanes satisfy all 5 commandments: control, entry, need, time, and scale. Assuming a need-based premise, the internet is the fastest interstate because it overwhelmingly satisfies all commandments. Innovation can be any variety of open roads: authoring, inventing, or services. Inventing success needs coupling with distribution. A singles-based business is scaled to a home-run business by intentional iteration. With iteration, scale is conquered. 36. Find you open road. At first, people refuse to believe that a strange new thing can be done. Then they begin to hope it can be done, then they see it can be done. Then it is done, and all the world wonders why it was not done centuries ago. Francis Hodgson Burnett. Needs, ideas, opportunity, and the open road. Opportunities, and the open roads they represent, are everywhere. Look around. That person complaining at the store counter. Opportunity. That stupid voicemail maze you hate navigating when you call the bank. Opportunity. That unsold house that languishes on the market. Opportunity. That trash on the side of the road. Opportunity. The rotting salad that lasted only 2 days in the refrigerator. Opportunity. Those people bitching on that online forum. Opportunity. If you can't see the opportunities that surround you every day, you haven't tuned your FastLane frequency to them. When you make a few minor mental adjustments, roads seemingly closed are suddenly opened. Many entrepreneurs misinterpret opportunity because they associate opportunity with breakthrough, legendary ideas. They seek virgin ideas, perfect and new, ones that would be unveiled to the world in grandiose events. Rarely does that happen. Opportunity is rarely about some blockbuster breakthrough like the light bulb or the car, but as simple as an unmet need or a need not met adequately. Opportunity is a solution to an inconvenience. Opportunity is simplification. Opportunity is a feeling. Opportunity is comfort. Opportunity is better service. Opportunity is fixing pain. Opportunity is putting weak companies out of business. Someone is doing it. You've got a great idea, but someone is already doing it? So what? Do it better. A someone is doing it is a monumental illusion imposing as an impassable obstacle. Someone is always already doing it. The bigger question is, can you do it better? Can you fill the need better, offer greater value, or be a better marketer? When I was struck with my idea to start a limousine directory on the internet, I thought it was a legendary idea, that is, until I went on the web and searched. There were already a dozen companies doing what I thought was a pristine, unmolested idea. At the time, my frequency wasn't fully attuned. I was going to drop the idea and start a new brainstorm session in search of that infamous blockbuster idea, one that no one else among 6 billion people on planet Earth had thought of. But a friend interrupted my perception and kicked my antennae into a proper tune. She said, "A competition is everywhere. Just do it and do it better." She was right. Competition is a staple of business. This opportunity was an open road, not a closed one. These existing web directories weren't easily found. And, for the most part, weren't user-friendly. I recognized a poorly met need and I decided to drive this road of opportunity, despite the numerous barricades that warned a road closed. A decade later, every one of those companies I feared disappeared or became insignificant. In fact, the industry leader, unable to respond to my domination, diverted into an alternative service. Forget the big idea, go for better. Successful businesses rarely evolve from some legendary idea. Nope, successful entrepreneurs take existing concepts and make them better. They take poorly met needs and solve them better. Skip the big idea and go for the big execution. You don't need an idea that has never been done before. Old ideas suffice, just take it and do it better. Execute like no one has. Years ago, what if Sergey Brin and Larry Page looked at the internet landscape and said, "Gee, there are plenty of search engines out there: Yahoo, Snap, Alta Vista, why start Google? It's being done." Thankfully, they didn't, and now Google is the most used search engine, and because of it, Brin and Page are now billionaires. A brand spanking new idea? Nope, a need solved better with big execution. Department stores have been around for decades, but that didn't stop Sam Walton from creating Walmart. It was an open road when the road seemed closed. Hamburgers were around for decades, but that didn't stop Ray Kroc from starting McDonald's. It was an open road when the road seemed closed. Coffee had been around for 1,000 years when Howard Schultz created Starbucks. A new idea? Nope, Starbucks made coffee fashionable and invented a brand, an ambience, and an emotion and attached it to coffee. It was an open road when the road seemed closed. DVD rental stores were around for a long time, but that didn't stop Netflix or Redbox from starting a company and adding a convenience to the need equation. It was an open road when the road seemed closed. Beer has been brewed for thousands of years, but that didn't stop Jim Koch from starting Sam Adams or Sam Calagione from starting Dogfish Head Craft Brewery, now the fastest-growing brewery in America. Dogfish was started back in 1995 with a 10-gallon home brew kit and little cash. There was an open road when the road seemed closed. Garbage has been around since men have walked the planet. Yet that didn't stop Brian Scudamore from starting and then franchising 1-800-GOTJUNK, nor did it stop Wayne Huizinga from founding Waste Management with just one truck and a handful of customers. He later built Waste Management into a Fortune 500 company. Is garbage a new need? Or a need that needed better fulfillment? It was an open road when the road seemed closed. A blanket with arms? It's been around for years, but that didn't stop Snuggie from selling 40 million blankets via infomercial marketing. An old idea better marketed and better executed. It was an open road when the road seemed closed. MySpace was thriving well before Facebook, but that didn't stop Mark Zuckerberg. He saw a niche need and solved it. It was an open road when the road seemed closed. Poorly met needs are open roads when they often appear closed. Successful businesses take existing ideas, services, and products and simply make them better or spin them in new directions.